welcome to our Strongman comp. We're gonna go over all the workouts today, kind of go over a couple of things. You guys have been with Coach Dave on our Sunday classes, so I know you're well prepared, more so than I am, but we are looking forward to a different kind of in-house competition. We've never done a Strongman comp before, so it'll be new for all of us. We are doing this for charity. It's one of our members, Dustin, his son Austin, who is going through treatments for leukemia. So all of the proceeds are going to their family. So thank you guys so much for your support. So let's have a great day. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Cool. All right. Talking about event one, we're gonna be doing a circus dumbbell clean and jerk ladder. The way it's gonna work, you will have 45 seconds per dumbbell to clean the dumbbell up to the shoulder, press it overhead, one on each side. You'll get a 15-second transition to move on to the next weight. You go as far as you can. If you hit a dumbbell that you're not able to successfully get both, you're done there. If you make it all the way through the ladder, at the end, there will be a tiebreaker. Starting of the next minute, you'll have 2 dumbbells. You do dual dumbbell clean and jerks, as many reps as you can in those 45 seconds. You'll get 1 point for every rep there. All right, guys, just quick strategy on the clean and jerks. A little bit different than what we do in our classes. When you're picking the dumbbell up, you can use 2 hands to bring it from the ground up to your shoulder. So as Steph's going to demonstrate, she's going to have one hand on, one hand around it, bring it up to the shoulder. Once it's there, the other hand goes away. From here, just make sure your elbow is in line with the dumbbell. Try to keep the dumbbell as close to the middle of your body as possible. Means shifting your hips slightly, that's fine. From here, you're just going to dip and press up, either a push press or push jerk, making sure elbow, hip, and knees are locked out at the top for the rep to count. Once you're done, bring the dumbbell down safely, place it on the ground. Event 2, moving weight. In 5 minutes, you will have to move 700 pounds, 50 feet. The way it's gonna work, you and your partner will load up the sled however you want. Partner 1 will then push the sled 50 feet. Once it's to the end of the 50 feet, both partners can unload whatever weight is on there. Partner 1 will then pull the sled back. If there's any weight still left over, partners can both load as much as partner 2 wants on there. Partner 2 will then push the weight down the 50 feet. Once it's down there, both partners can unload. This will continue until all 700 pounds are at that 50-foot mark. Once you finish, that is your time.
All right, so on this one, 3, 2, 1, go. We're gonna load up whatever Dave wants. Hopefully it's gonna be 695 pounds, so it leaves me just a little bit. So we'll load that up for him. We can do that together. Please keep in mind that there's gonna be 3 sleds, so it is gonna be tight. Please try to keep those weights organized. So once we have the weight on that Dave would like, both feet are gonna be behind the line. He's gonna push it down 50 feet, and again, all 4 feet behind the line at that 50-foot mark. I can jog down, help him take all the weights off. He's going to drag it back empty, and then we'll be on this side again. We're gonna load up those weights for me. Real quick, if I get a little crazy and I'm like, yep, put on 600 pounds, let's do this. Halfway down, I can't do it anymore. I can take weight off, but it has to go back to the start. So it's gonna have to be moved again eventually, so I just wasted that little bit of time. So yes, you and your partner can take weight off. It has to go back to the start. It does not go toward your score. It doesn't go toward the finished weights. But then I can continue on, finish my push. We can take all the weights off. I'll drag it back empty, and then it's Dave's turn again. We'll continue that until the 700 pounds is moved. That's our time. Or at the 5-minute mark, if I have, let's say, 100 pounds left, I'm gonna add a minute 40 on. So 1 second for every pound that's left over onto my score.
See?
workout 3. I wish I took a rest day. So hopefully we won't all be saying this, but we might. So on this workout, it is 2 parts. We've got a 3-minute AMRAP. Sorry, I looked at the wrong camera. So we got a 3-minute AMRAP. All right, on that 3-minute AMRAP, 3, 2, 1, go. You and your partner, one's going to go on the bike and one is going to do a keg hold. So as soon as that keg hold or that keg is up and being held by your partner, now we can start biking. We're gonna bike for calories. 3 minutes is a long time on a bike, we all know that, so we can switch as needed. The guys are gonna have a 70-pound keg, the ladies are gonna have a 50-pound keg, going back and forth as many times as you need to switch for that 3 minutes. Cool. Then we're gonna rest for 3 minutes. Do you want me to say that now? All right, then we're gonna rest for 3 minutes and then we'll go to part 2.
Strategies on the keg holds. Like Steph said, going on a bike for 3 minutes is a long time. Holding a keg properly for 3 minutes is a long time too. So things to remember on the keg hold, keeping it above the waist, okay? This, after a while, is gonna start to hurt, so talk with your partner how you wanna swap it out. Maybe have a strategy in mind, maybe 30 seconds every time, putting it down. Just make sure, keeping it here above the waist, keep the waist locked out, don't hinge the hips back, stay nice and locked out. As soon as you feel it starting to drop, go ahead and put it down. Switch with your partner.
All right, guys, so we finished part 1 on this workout, our first 3-minute AMRAP, and our score on that part is going to be calories on the bike. We're gonna rest for 3 minutes, and then we're transitioning over to the yoke. So on this one, another 3 minutes, but first minute, partner 1 is going to do as many sandbag tosses or over yokes as they can in the minute. Then we'll have a minute transition between partners. That way we can change the height of the yoke. You want that height right about chest height. So Dave and I were good on this one. We may even have some barbells on the rig to do over barbell on the day of the comp. But again, we're gonna have a minute in between. So if you and your partner are totally different heights, no big deal. We'll have that minute in between. And then partner 2 will have a minute to do as many sandbag over yokes as they can. And that second part or that second AMRAP, your score will be however many sandbag overs you got.
Yep.
Cool.
Strategy-wise on this one, the weights, with it being 100 for guys, 50 for ladies, first couple reps, you might be able to just toss it straight over. After that, it's going to start getting pretty heavy on the arms. So biggest thing I would say would keep it close to the body, walk it up, toss it over, keep a steady pace going for that minute so you're not trying to sprint the first couple, then run out of breath. Try to keep a steady pace so you can move the entire minute.
70 pounds for mixed teams.
Yes.
100 for guys, 70 for mixed, 50 for ladies. Yes. Cool?
Cool.
Okay. All right, guys, so our floater, we are doing tire flips for the floater. We're gonna have 2 minutes to do as many tire flips as we can. Teams are gonna have some options here. You can choose your own weight, but if Dave and I are a team, we're gonna have to agree on the weight. If he wants to do 500 pounds and I can't, we're gonna have to choose a different one. So once you agree on a weight, you're gonna flip that tire back and forth for the 2 minutes. Your score is gonna be reps times that weight for your total.
And options on this, you can either do it one person flipping at a time, or you can do it as a team flip, one on each, both on the same side, flipping it over. Still gonna be total reps is gonna be your score. So strategy-wise, if you choose a lighter weight that you guys can flip faster going solo, that might add up to a higher score. Or if you go heavier tire that you both flip at the same time and get more done, that could give you a higher score. So things to consider when doing it. If we do it as a team flip, say me and Steph, if she's on this side, if I'm on here, as I flip, you got my left hand here. Once it flips over, we both go to the outside of the tire, get on the other side. Now I'm using my right side. That way I'm not tiring out one side as I'm flipping with my partner.
This is gonna be done outside. So because we're not gonna have a whole lot of room and we're gonna have multiple tires out, we're gonna ask you to flip it back and forth so you're kind of staying in one area. So just tracking how many times you flip. That's it. But Josh gets mad if we have to do a retake.
Look, you're making my job very difficult.